Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Sorry that it's a little bit late today. We had some like super frustrating program issues. I couldn't get Streamlabs to load. I couldn't get Shadowrun to load. It was just an experience. So we're about almost 10 minutes late. But I'm excited to start more of the game. Just waiting on loading screens. He's in. My hope is the game didn't freeze. that's been the experience today. Is the game wouldn't load. I think this is the 4th or 5th time I've tried to get GOG to play Shadowrun. Yeah, I saw that in November or something like that. It was pretty cool. I watched the little 2-minute preview thing. What was your take on it? I'm a bit weary about that too. I did notice one thing that was like a it's a weird bother, but it's like it's a weird bother. But when you snipe with a sniper rifle, like look down the scope, you don't actually close one of your eyes. You look with both eyes because it helps you focus better. And like that's a thing you learn. And so I just think that's like my nitpick right now, is that they did that wrong. And that's my nitpick. Let's check some stuff out. Oh, this is my stash. Cool. I can take that now. Cool. We're gonna confirm that. Yeah, I hope they don't turn it into Shadow of War. Horrible. Kairi looks both better and worse than you last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm, but now that the adrenaline has worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern medicine, combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost as good as new. Better, really. I'm gonna talk to you for a few minutes, Cowdy, about Sam. We're gonna talk to her about Sam. Because, like, I strangely feel so invested into Sam. Like, I don't know if we're supposed to, but like, I really want to kill his murderer. Like, or bring his murderer to justice, whichever is better. I don't know yet. But like, I'm very invested into Sam right now. Coyote looks genuinely sad. I can't say I'm surprised he's dead. Sam was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. Me too. We were totally friends. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Got it. Then you know, he was a charmer, wasn't he? I guess I knew him the best of everyone else. Sorry he's gone. You served Sam the night. Right, he's totally my Shadowrun bud. And like, I do feel invested. Like, some of these answers I see are just like, you know, that's just not me. We're buddies. So you served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night. Regular crowd, as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Jake? Yeah, you know him. Met him. He's a charmer too. She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. Her boyfriend is like right behind me. This feels really weird. Anyways, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back, but good. Eventually he got loud, and the way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what, Miss Kabuto wanted him ejected. Mr. Clue wasn't around, can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out back into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam. He said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? She thinks. Standard Sam Drek. How he grew up rich and didn't deserve this, how he hated his mother, how he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic. Did Sam have any enemies? She thinks. Enemies? That's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his butt kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had enemies, at least none that I'm aware of. Where did he live? On the streets mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out a few days later. Or after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. How bad was his drinking? If it was just the drinking, it would have been bad, but Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything: booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro, whatever he could get his hands on. No, it wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try and forget about it. Sam was sick? What, Sam was sick? Dying? Didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looked good even. Okay, so I'm noticing with the Ripper, these people all had issues of some kind. And then whatever the issue was, it got suddenly fixed. And then they lost that part to the Ripper. It's like they didn't deserve it or something. So I'm definitely seeing like a pattern here. But anyways, didn't you know? Everyone could tell. Oh yeah. Did he say how he got better? He said his mom helped him out. Never said how though. Thanks, Coyote. Now I need you two to do something for me. Oh no. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royal Run. He's usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I can take another run at it when I recover. I will? Wait, I got the gems. I said I got the gems. Why is that, like... Oh, it says I'm dropping some frames. Is it too bad? Okay, we're gonna check stuff out. Check out this bunk. Bunks is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through those sheets, blankets, and pillows, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. Let's look at the image. The picture is a blonde boy and a girl, both about 14, sitting on a dock on the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his right arm tight around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Written in the woman's hand are the words, Sam and Jessica, Lake Samish Stake Park, Summer 2040. We're gonna pocket the photo. I'm keeping that photo. Let's talk to the doc. In Shadowrun circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with needle and thread. But in the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suite complete with shamanic fetishes. This is sixth world medicine of the highest caliber. The doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely, if not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder like her own personal gargoyle. The spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does look up long enough to acknowledge your approach. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. Welcome, Doc. And I gotta say, that was some work you did on her. Talents may be going to waste down here. I praise for a simple arm swap, especially since she wouldn't let me repair her face. She notes you eyeballing the facilities. I can tell you're surprised to find a full-service med bay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up practice. I patch runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, provide medical supplies for their runs. I may not be as mobile as Doc Wagon, but I'm the next best thing. Can I help you with anything? I see shamanic fetishes. Are you a shaman too? While modern medical technology makes surgery less disruptive than it used to be, it's still an nadir for both the body and the spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to properly heal. I'm trained in the ways of the spirit world as well as the scientific world. I do my best to heal the whole patient. Cool. I want to know what's on her shoulder. This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing the recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. Let's see, here's medical supplies, just so I can check what it is. Oh. What cyberware do you have available? Just so I can see. Yeah, I don't really want any cyberware. Never mind, we're good. Yeah, I didn't think cyberware was something like this character would need. There's people to talk to. Guberman, or Gruberman. I don't trust that dude. We're into the tech. Alcove is covered in chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things you can't identify. In the eye of this technobit storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and superiorly calm. Or supremely calm. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists, and if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer, or anything gear you need. Let's just see what he has for sale. This is for cyber people stuff that I don't do. I'm gonna say see you later. Oh, I'm being rude. Let me also introduce you to our resident decker and my good friend, Johnny Clean. While in the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs, down here, leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and invisible as most infamous deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be. Is it true you're part of the Echo Mirage team? Let me take this one. Listen, I've known the guy for over a decade, and he's smart enough not to tell me. So he is sure as hell not going to tell you anything about those days. For your health and his, best let the subject drop. Why are you dressed as a janitor? Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do. Actually, he totally stood out upstairs. I saw him and was like, there's something wrong with this dude. Anyways, when I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and out of systems so cleanly that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me. We're gonna leave. We don't need decking. Theodore Buster Gruberman is well-groomed orc, dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight as they say, and the neatness this presents is only compromised, some days reading is difficult, by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in his picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers. Calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course, price. Bunker Buster Gruberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant Sir and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? Look what he has. I want a weapon that is better than my weapon, but I don't think I'm gonna get a weapon better than my weapon. I don't want a shotgun. I want assault rifles. Yeah, I don't need any of those things. Nothing right now, thanks. Let's go check this dude, then this dude, and then we're gonna go upstairs. Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help you keep you on the right side of the ground. Take a look. Oh right, he has clothes. I forgot he had clothes. Yeah, I want stuff that grants me charisma, and none of these outfits except the one I'm running is the one I want. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct because of due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astral space, while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young elf, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I'm Algernon Halfdream. To ease your way through the Sixth World, I offer you the best magical foci, spells, and fetishes for conjuring for spirits. Yeah, this is the dude I want to talk to. What weapons does he have? That's cool, but not really what I want. I don't do conjuring, do I? I do summoning. Here we go. This gives me more variety. Yeah, I wanted to try a fire elemental. So I was kind of stoked. Let's do a level 2 fire elemental and confirm that. And we're gonna drop that over there and bring this in here. Cool. I like that. That's exciting. Oh, I completed. Meet all black market vendors in the safe house. I didn't think I would be completing a quest like that. She doesn't have anything else to say? Oh, she does. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? I found something in Sam's bunk. Yeah, great. What was it? A photo. Did you know Sam had a twin sister? Yeah, I did. You mentioned her once or twice. It didn't sound like they got along well. She thinks. He was rambling on about her the last time I saw him. By that point, he was completely gone. I really couldn't follow what he was saying, but he sounded miserable. Your comlink chips, and the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Agure. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Officer Agure, what a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper got another one. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down on the docks. You owe me for this one. Sweet. Put it on the tab. You there now? Better get here real quick before McCluskey arrives. Another Ripper murder? Where? The docks. I have to go. Okay, listen, I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royal before. Something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks, and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. Thanks. I appreciate the help. We're gonna go take the cab to the docks. We're gonna now press F5 to save. We gotta get ourselves... Oh, I'm supposed to talk to Mr. Delilah, too. I forgot that. Quickly talk to him. Get this out of the way. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough, with an untraceable shoddy on his back, and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? Mr. Delilah, we have business to discuss. What business? I got no business with you. We're with Coyote. She's indisposed right this moment in time. The mention of Coyote, he finally gives you his full attention. Why didn't you say so? Coyote's late and my client is getting anxious. Where is she? She's downstairs in the med bay. Got her arm torn off from the job. No kidding! Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. So who are you two? Pao. He's Paco. Great. We're all introduced. Now give me my stones. There's a pebble with a rune on it? I'm gonna do that. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope on his eye. Moving quickly through what appears to be the most valuable stones, he stops when he can't find what he's looking for. He glares at you furious and throws the rest of the gems in your face. It's not here. What? He exhales slowly, wags his head as he speaks. Let me explain the way the world works to you. I hire someone to do a job, they do it, they get paid, and then we part happy. Now you have something that I pay Coyote to get for me, which makes it mine. So you give me the pebble, and we won't make any more work for Johnny Clean. Maybe if you told me more about the pebble, it might jog my memory. I'm smart enough not to ask my clients why they want what they want. I just arrange for them to get it. Now hand it over. I guess I'm gonna hand it over. I was kind of excited to get it. I was like, that's shaman thing, maybe? Kenny may not have told you, but the penalty for being late with delivery has no payment. But I'm feeling magnanimous tonight, so you guys can keep the gems I threw in your face. Mr. Jalil looks you up and down, takes you all in, smiles to himself. Listen, you look like the sort of woman who might run a crew of your own one day. Might need a little talent. When that happens, come to me. I'll sit you up. He dismisses you with a wave. Looks like you impressed him. I no offense for those gems. Van Grass, follow me. Where do we have to go? Where'd Paco go? They move too fast. Oh, here he is. We have to be quick, though. Angrass is fiddling with his cyber eye while noodling on his PDA. Your back's still busy. What's your story? I can see you're a busy man. He nods his head. That's right, and so I wouldn't bother you if I hadn't come into the possession of these rare stones. You have his attention. Rare stones, huh? Let me see these rare stones. You hear the servos in his cybernetic eye whir as magnifying lenses slip into position. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where'd you get these, Drek? A gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for him. Oh. I thought you said you were a busy man, or I can say, did the software in your HUD appraise the value of the stones? Let's do academic. He looks amused. Could be. We both know that the International Gemological Institute will set the price far higher than your offer. I'll take time for you to get top Newen for it. Let's call it 2,000. You got a deal. Okay, give me your crit stick. 2,000 yen, man. Or not yen, Newen. Okay, we're gonna quickly stop, see what she has to say. If she has anything new to say. Nope, we'll be going. Yeah. 2,000 for being like, yo, I know some academic stuff. I felt security and academics were good choices. Like, a gang could have been cool, but I felt like security and academics I could use in more ways. I don't know, than just gang knowledge. Someone to talk to. Hey, you looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old stuff from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Oh, that's good. Now I know a little bit more. Not really. I know nothing. Alt. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly. Like, he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Wow. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You're looking to get dusted, street scum? Officer Agure called me in. Needs me to rule out if the killer bypassed security or if they were let in. Oh, of course. I'll open the gate. Agure is just inside the warehouse. Definitely no holes in our security here. Tip-top shape. Yeah. See, look at that. My everything is, like, getting me places. I just wanted to quickly see what was here. Not a lot. I'm totally a smooth talker. Speak with the sergeant. Oh, that's not... Took your sweet time, didn't you? I'm a busy woman. Who's the corpse? Just a corpse. And one that's not going to do anything for my career, I can tell you that. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. Victim worked here at NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicating he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Scientists don't make good criminals. Tell me about it. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his core's master involvement and try to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. I love how they just, like, let me do things. We're gonna check that after we talk to these people. Actually. Okay. We're gonna talk to Dresden. Ask him the questions. How? Surprised to see you here. Let me guess. Officer Gure tipped you off. Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday. Or your cred stick did, at any rate. He chuckles. Another surprise. We've got another Ripper victim on our hands. Looks like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim? Victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Cause of death unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death. Ooh, quite gruesomely. So after death, whereas everyone else has been before death. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much to tell yet. Really, he does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. That's a bit weird. So it follows suit, but not exactly. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after this time? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. See, and that's what I thought. Granted, modern medicine made organ transplants relatively easy, but it's an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. But not if everybody else has, like, eyes, heart, liver, lungs. Like, that's a predisposed thing. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Who's the woman over there? No clue, she just showed up. Next of kin, I think. Well, we're gonna have to talk about it. Is McCluskey getting closer? You couldn't find his butt with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. How is the officer doing? He'd love to solve it before McCluskey and get his golden detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by the tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, ma'am? I don't think Agure's Officer Sally is going to do much to seduce me in helping him. I'm gonna take a look around. Good luck. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm independent. What's your relationship with the dead man? The suspicion in her voice and eyes departs almost instantly when the subject turned to the deceased. He's my brother. I've been trying to speak with him, but I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? Not as far as I can tell, not among the living anyways. Realization then dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates. droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are other spirits who may be helped. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of a plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help, they wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murderer. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I just need at least 2 objects. Can you help them find for me? Sure. Let's experience. That's locked right now. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. It could be discarded luggage, or possibly shoes worn by occupants on the plane. Let's dig through the shoe pile. You find nothing interesting about the shoes. Well, we'll just walk away, I guess. Ooh, there's something dead over there. It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash, or simply trash that has been taken out yet. We'll dig through it. A sticky substance of some sort seeped through the trash pallets, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for minutes, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the earring. The earring is made out of burnished steel, formed with the shape of a small salmon. An intense, primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. We're gonna look at the lunchbox. Seen better days, you can barely make out the face of a grinning troll. And the cred stick, because I'm taking money. Surprisingly, cred stick is still functional. You slot it in your PDA, and 200 union is added to your account. I am so good at that. Just take everybody's money that's not using it. How am I gonna get in there? Let's see. Let's leave. Find another way around. Appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside you see several of the dead man's personal items. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. That's gross. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end. When you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest. Hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb. This appears to be the... Oh wait, we already know that. I'm gonna leave that. Supposedly there was a computer I could read. Yeah. Let's check this. It's a research terminal. Terminal? Wow. Words are difficult today. Mechanical issues. Bunch of stuff's redacted. File's been corrupted. The notes appear on screen pertain to the NTDSB file number 96, the crash of the area's jetliner near UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's note, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Raku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PC. Isn't that wonderful? I think those are the only 2 items I can get to. I don't need to go right now. That's funny. So I can't get in that door. And I can't get in this door. I think I found what I need. So we're gonna go see what I can do here with the shaman lady. It feels as though you found the objects. You hand her objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I need. It shouldn't take me long to. Oh no! It's McCluskey! Ah! Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. Oh, this is real bad. Officer Greeley trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. She... This is a crime scene officer, not some Salish drum circle. Oh, I already hate this guy, and I hate this guy so much more now. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret, or worse, something I'd enjoy. Seriously, not even acceptable. Not too pleased about that. I have a bunch of karma though. That's what I noticed. So I'm gonna spend my karma first. We're gonna get that. Increase our range combat. We're gonna scroll all the way down to willpower. Some more of that, just to be safe. And we are going to... There. We're getting there. Let's talk with Sharon Halfsky. The man is a butt. She stares dagger at McCluxy from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before the clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. A little breaking and entering, perhaps, under the cover of darkness. You sure you're up to this? It means your brother's killer doesn't take another life. Yes. Thank you. But since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find these kinds of people. I'm gonna just smile. Good, I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled yen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it out, and then shoves the whole wad at you. Wow. Even back here at midnight, the spirits will be strong then. Dude. I just got paid to, like, do some illegal stuff. That's funny. 4,000. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Oh, pal, you're in the middle of something? No problem. What do you need? Backup. Jaw says, I don't know if I ever told you this, but when I was born in the Royale, BTL pushers, like Stevie J ran the squats, ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. She looks relieved. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers, bad guys. They hooked him on high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since trying to find him. I'm guessing you have a new lead? Not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot. Has a serious edge. I knew exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who's eyeballed him myself. On my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. Sure. I need you to come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. Yeah, 4,000 is a lot of money to pay for people. We're gonna do this thing, and then we're gonna go do the other thing, and everything's gonna be great. I mean, I think. I don't know how, like, timing works in this game. Thanks for meeting us, pal. I owe you one. Figured you could use backup. Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower to expect in one of these BTL squats. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen. I got news for you. You know Sam's sister Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet us at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Great job. Good job, thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino, I love that the name is Gino, should be in one of the squats past the door up here ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, you don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. Just, we want to get in, grab Chino, get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Okay, let's save. Let's talk to this dude. The orc looks twitchy, his eyes rolling in his head. He scans the three of you, looks past to see if there are others, licks his lips, and nods throughout as if he's going through some sort of internal checklist. Hoi hoi, how you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? She leans, whispers in your ear. This guy's a clocker. Trades work temp for chips. Part Siemens, part lookout. Probably has some signal device for the guy inside. You wanna go on a ride? What kind of rides can I go on? You got it all of it. We got it all. Yeah, what you want to do? Do some crime? You want to be bad? You want to hook up? Don't roll that way. Want to be a hero? Be a hero. We got a fairy tale, direct, chummer love. You name it. And you can slag and frag to your heart's content. That's the real thing, right? Slagging and fragging? Doesn't matter what kind of trip, as long as there's slagging involved, right? I have no clue what any of these words mean. Cody's eyes are hard, her pupils tight, little pinpricks of hate. You do snuff too, don't you? The clocker looks around, murmurs now. Maybe, yeah, maybe, for the right price. You can feel it. What's it like to die? What's it like to kill? It's so weird. He grins a lopsided grin. Yeah, chummer, oh yeah, better than life. Definitely better. Dream ships, mindbenders, sim sense without peak limits, high octane intensity. How do I get in? That's the best part. It's a lab. They test the new stuff here. The hottest wreck. You can place a special order and they'll make it happen. You buy a pass card from the guy at the door. They'll get you in and out anytime you want. Then you can buy a beetle and slot right here. Our guys guard you while you're chipping. Safest chummer, safest way. Yeah, don't you think you're hurting people? His eyes stop rolling. He's focused on high alert. You want to step back off that? I don't know what they're saying. I feel like I'm just saying a bunch of words in a sentence. The sprawl is biz, chummer. It's a biz of people, and by people, it's for the fragging people. So slot off with this unless you're looking to get hurt. Ooh, I think I want to punch him. Yeah! Amazing. I did it. Dude there. I'm gonna talk to concerned woman. Woman's probably in your 30s, but hard time has aged her. She looks at you with concern. Don't do it, friends. Don't slot that direct they're selling. The BTLs are killer. They're most of all. I have a pass card. No, but Jamal has my son's card. Took it off of him when his brain's fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if he'll give it up, but that's between you and him. We're looking for Gino. Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker. Trades his time for chips. Like their little errand boy. I saw him go in there this morning. Hasn't come back out. So you imagine he's riding a dream chip. What kind of guards? They're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza. Japanese mafia. Oh man. What kind of firepower? There's a guy on the door, Charlie. He sells the passes to get in. He's not tough. Blind in one eye. There's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them bad news, covered in magic symbols. Mean. She's amped, ready. 5 or 6, that's not so bad. We have a surprise on our side. We should get going. So we have to find Charlie, who's blind in one eye. There's Jamal. We're gonna do a quick save right here. And we're going to talk to Jamal. Jamal has a look of a long-time chiphead. Emaciated, hollow-eyed, but hungry and desperate. What you looking at, Spike, here? I hear you have a pass card. You heard it right. I got a few. I'm selling them at a discount. Charlie charges 15 yen, but I can get you 3 for 100. I was thinking 75. I was thinking slot off. Sure. We'll pay 100. That's not bad. I could sucker punch him in his blind eye. Charlie and Orc with an expression of boredom and one milky eye. He drones through his standard patter. Need a pass, 15 UN each, 150 for the lot, yeah. Then that'll let you come and go as you please. You can chip in here and we'll keep you safe while you ride. BTL chips are separate, last about 3 hours, prices vary. Buy those inside. What should I do? I have passes, but I could also punch him. Kind of want to sucker punch him. Yeah. Oh no, that wasn't good. Well, that's cost 3 total. I guess I shouldn't have sucker punched him. I'm gonna move here. And this is when I get to try my fire elemental. Yeah. Inferno is gonna straight up burn the elf muscle. Akko is gonna come here and hit the dwarf muscle. Oh wait, he has other things. I'm gonna move Coyote here, and she is gonna shoot the elf muscle. Paco needs to change to his gun. Don't want to be in that guy's line of fire. Let's go to her instead. There we go. I'm gonna start with this guy. We're gonna do 3. Cool. I think those are the passes. Oh, no, it's a notebook. List of illegal SimSense rides and names of clients who have purchased them. Rather than life, the list of rides doesn't seem to have much value. And he says, like, I can fly and bum killer. Oh. For clients' names. Upon further examination, the client list has more than a simple list of names. It also contains private information about some more well-to-do or connected clientele. It may be that the syndicate behind this lab is directing certain clients here to secretly extract information from them while they're under the influence. Notebook. I'm gonna take the notebook. And we're gonna save real quick. And then we're gonna go through the door. This place doesn't look like they're good to protect people. Like, very much like a slum. The entire floor of this tenement has been given over to chaos of technology and squalor. Across the room, a chromed-out Decker argues loudly with an armed thug, abruptly falling silent as they turn towards you. The shotgun-wielding thug squeaks in panic. It's the crew that took out Stevie J's place. I told you it was only a matter of time. Yakuza Decker. The man with the cyber deck calmly speaks with a heavily digitized voice. I can't do heavily digitized. You messed with the wrong BTL lab, Ahu. This is a Yakuza operation. With the push of a button, I can make these tweakers into my own personally killer puppets. You're fragged. Oh, don't attack any of the chip heads. They don't know what they're doing. We could hurt Gino. No casualties. Got it. I have a concussion grenade. Better than fragging the tweakers if they get caught in the middle. Good to know. We'll ignore them for now. Gotta hit the operator, security, Yakuza Decker. It's me. I'm gonna move me here. I am going to summon an air fetish right there. Fire was cool, but not as cool. I don't feel like it was that great. We're gonna move Paco all the way over there. We're gonna move her all the way over here. That's perfect. We're gonna move Paco up. Moved to the place I wanted to put Paco. What I thought, line of sight. Darn it, I made a mistake. No! See, that's the mistake. It's very easy to click and do the wrong thing here. There's a magician, dude. He also summons. It's not a big deal. We're gonna check out him next. Did I fail? Oh, I failed. My Wind Dancer is now my enemy. Great. Coyote needs to get back in cover. Coyote can technically kill this guy. And then find cover. Behind the chair. I'm gonna kill them, him. Gotta leave these guys alone. I'm glad they're focusing on that dude. No! Oh, he put that guy to sleep at least. Oh, he's a Yakuza mage. I can totally shoot him. That's not a big deal. Or miss a bunch. Okay. We're gonna move her back here. Ow. So yeah, so that's the issue with the summons, is you can lose control of them. I'm the only one that's hurt. At least he's only like knocking these people out. He's not killing them. There we go. Ooh, water elemental. That doesn't seem good. We've got to kill this guy and this guy here. I think I need to get some magic too. Ow. Done. Are any other bad guys? I don't see any other bad guys. I thought I wasn't supposed to kill these guys, so I don't get what I'm supposed to do now. Is a stun grenade or something? Or do we have to get to the computer? You have to forcefully end the PTBLs. Oh. That wasn't too bad. The wisdom is my willpower is my other spells. Let's try that. Get some other spells going on here. Thank you. We're gonna talk to Gino. Actually, before we do that, I realized I need my inventory. What's this? I should activate that. There we go. Now we're full life. And now we're going to talk to Gino. You eject the BTL Gino's been writing. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused, worse than other chipheads you've seen. His lips are white and chapped. His eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt and sweat on his forehead. When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burned. What? What the? Who slaughtered me out? Who fraggin' slaughtered me out? Cody is shaking. She looks horrified. Gino, it's me. It's Carla. Gino looks at her with glazed eyes, no recognition. Slot me back in. I don't want to be here anymore. Slot me back in. He looks around Rune angrily. His hand reaches for his implant. Cody grabs his wrists, stops him. Gino, no. Cody, be careful. Gino wrenches his wrists from Cody's grasps and he staggers back, reaches under his shirt and pulls out a gun. Cody watches him, horrified with tears in her eyes. Gino waves it around, blinking wildly. Back off. Back off. Take it easy, Gino. We're backing off. He presses his hands to the side of his head, his fingers still on the trigger, squints. What is wrong with you people? We're trying to help. This is the way you help me? Look at this place. Look at me. He looks around at the squalor of the room, then glimpses his own reflection in the machinery. Look at me. There are drugs that can help you, Gino. We can go slow. He looks at Coyote, looks at you. We'll go slow. He drops the gun, and Pacos quickly scoops it up. Cuddy grabs him fiercely. He slumps into her arms, and she rocks with him for a long time, her head buried in his shoulder. When she looks up, she locks eyes with you, the deepest gratitude reflecting on her face. We're done here. I'm done. I don't need to step foot in one of these places ever again. Sweet! I saved her cousin. Look at me, saving her cousin. Do you need to get another life thing, healing thing, and then maybe probably buy another spell? I need more spells than just healing. Her eyes distracted. My dog is really, really cute right now. Okay, talk to the fixer, Mr. Delilah, about hiring runners. Talk to all these other people too. Who's John Burlett? Cherry Bomb flags you down as you're walking through the door. Hey, pal, there's a woman looking for you. Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything. Won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. No charge, Trimmer. Is the guy still bothering you? You mean my ex, Shane? Yeah? No, he hasn't been here since that last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Weird, he was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at the Universal Brotherhood of his and settle him down. And have a look around. Have fun. Okay. People to talk to. We have so many objectives. Full of life with a quick smile, the man tilts his head and watches you approach. Hey lady, what's shaking? Really? That is what it is? What is it to you? Everything's to me, Ome. We could do business. I'm listening. You ever hear of the Nephilim Network? Of course you have, as an in-the-know lady like you have heard of the premier merc team out there, if you say so. We're a tight unit. We cost a bit more than the common rabble, but we're worth it. Lovely. Oh. Let's talk to Jessica first. At a glance, you can tell Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world, the opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her style exudes authority. Ms. Watts? Jessica Watts? She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it's clear that she's well outside of her comfort zone. Comfort zone. Yes? And you are? How? I'm looking into your brother Sam's death. I was told as much on the phone. A woman who called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead, and that I should come to this place and speak with somebody about an investigation. That's right, and I hope you can help me get to the bottom of this. I don't know what you, Selby. Just answer a few questions. Alright, but... She then furrows her brow regarding you more critically. You're not with the police, are you? No, I'm not. Is that a problem? Her frown grows more pronounced. No, it's just that I don't want anyone else getting hurt on the count of my brother. Surely there's an official police investigation on. Why not let the professionals handle this? I think they can use all the help they can get. But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother. First, Sam was my friend. And second, First, Sam was my friend, and second, I'm being paid for my troubles. She seems genuinely surprised. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put money up. Who is it? Sam. He hired me from beyond the grave. I don't understand. It's called a dead man's trick. Switch. It triggered when he died. Am I to believe that my drunken sort of a brother hired you to find a person who killed him after he died? Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and a sigh, she reveals a glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his stuff. Now I'm back, he's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Jessica composes herself, and in a breath, the mask is back in place. Listen to me, pal. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam was Sam. You know, I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. I would love nothing more than give you closure, and quickly. I appreciate that, but I think I'd prefer to just let it be. No one else needs to get hurt. Yeah, your brother had my back, and when I needed him, I can't walk away from this. Are you talking about the same man? My brother was worthless, pal. Worthless. He used people. She sighs. She's done. Never mind. I can see that you're not going to let this go, and I respect that you are honoring my brother's memory, in your own way. But I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Jessica's demeanor instantly changes from reluctant to helpful in a span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things in a way that the police can't, and maybe I can help. What do you need from me? When was the last time you spoke to him? It's been ages. I can't even remember him. There was a note on Sam's body, sounded like an apology, and an offer to meet up and bury the hatchet. It was signed Jessica. I wrote many such notes in the beginning, but I haven't made such an effort in a long time. I don't know why he would have kept it. Where were you? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening, a very crowded fundraiser. Did Sam have enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know any others. Likely know better than me than these days. Tell me about your mother's death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward spiral. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drifted farther and farther apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I don't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved back here? Calfrey. What brought you down there? It was less of what brought me there than what made me leave. I felt lost in Seattle, so I could move to California to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life. A vision for what the world could become, and I came back here to help make it happen. Were you and your brother close? I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? You don't seem to care whether his killer faces justice. Of course I want justice. I just can't let him drag me down again. Jessica takes the photo you found from you guardedly, as if it might sting her, but the guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. I can't believe he kept this. It was one of the few possessions he had. She studies the old photo for several silent moments. What happened between the two of you? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then after our father died, things began to change, and we couldn't get back to the new normal. With our dad around, there was always a reassuring order to our lives, but after, everything got mixed up. You never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. Remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems like she's just not talking about her father. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house. He truly did, but he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime. With that gone, with Mom working 2-3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally, I just had to leave. She holds the photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, and another looking to hold on to both. May I keep this? Sure. Please do. Thank you. I've taken up enough of your time, Miss Watts. Just as well, I need to get back to the office. Before I go, you should know that I'm interring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome at 10. I wouldn't miss it. Goodbye, pal. Hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. Sweet! We've talked to Jessica. We've saved the game. We're gonna go to that funeral. Tonight, we're gonna go do the thing. Oh, I should see what Coyote has to say. There she is, the elf of the hour. How's Gino doing? Hard to say, he's pretty burnt, malnourished and dehydrated too. Paco's taking care of him. He's got friends who know what about the kind of thing. She smiles. He's a good man, that Paco. The world looks pretty different to me now that I've got Gino back. Time to settle down? She laughs. Don't get over yourself, Almay. Paco's pretty, and he's been there for me when I needed him, but I don't think I'm the marrying kind. See you around, and don't forget about me if you need some backup of your own. Cool. Let's talk to Mr. Delilah. If you are talking to me, there's business to transact. Am I right? I have a need I think you can fill. Of course you do. That's why you came back. Street talk is that you're tracking the Ripper. What can I do for you, Ripper Tracker? That's funny. I need to put a crew together. got a scratch, or are you planning to pay me out of your earnings? How much is this going to cost me? Well, for your speed, hired help will run you about 1,200 ahead. If you start taking on tougher jobs, well, the more experienced the runner, the higher the rates. I can pay the runners up front. Excellent. We agree on terms. I've got some runners on call if you've got any special requirements. I've got stuff I have to take care of first, which is going downstairs, quickly buying a spell, and a health kit. And talk to Dr. Castle. That's where the health kits are. Hi. What? I totally missed everything you just said. Granted, a repeat customer means a person courting death more often than any good doctor should condone, but I suppose I can... But I don't suppose I can dissuade you from your course of action. Job's not done. Very well, let's talk about how I can help you. Need your medical supplies. I need... just a simple trauma kit. Basic med kit. All I need. 2 med kits. Put that there. Confirm that. We're done. And then there is Mr. Spell Dude. Okay. Was conjuring. Well, I don't see any spells I actually want there. Want another fetish. I can try an earth fetish. Oh, I think we're done. We're gonna skedaddle on out of here. Oh yeah, the guy might have new armor. I just can't spend too much. Nope. Same old aim, same old. Who am I hiring? Oh, I have to. Oh, wow, there's a lot of people to pick from. Cool, it'd be cool to have an elf. Is there another elf? I don't want to like all elf get out here. A lot of shamans. I don't really want any shamans. I am a shaman. Name is Water. That's an experience. He does melee. I don't really want a melee character. I think we might go human, human, elf, elf. That way we're like... We're very varied. In a good way. I'm totally racist. I just think I'm an elf. Let's go elves, you know. And I could have made a total mistake not having played this game before. I don't know. Oh, do I have unspent karma? Hmm. I just want to stay in more control of my spirits. Jen and Half Sky. About time you showed up. Looks like we weren't the only ones who wanted to take advantage of the situation. A bunch of mercs have locked down the area. I don't think they're here for us, though. My guess is there's something worth a coin left in the warehouse. Any chance we can sneak past? Probably not. They've been doing regular patrols around the perimeter, and the front door looks like it's locked. Lovely. That's not how I want to do this. Keep Shannon alive. Well, if I don't have to keep anyone else alive, that's fine. I guess here goes nothing. You there. This block is off limits. We've got a gas leak on the docks here. No loitering. This guy doesn't look like one of the hired mercenaries. Hey, are you listening? Get out of here. I'm not leaving. Look, lady, I don't want to have to do this. Well, you're gonna have to do this now. We're gonna murderate you. So hard. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Okay. Fine, whatevs. Oh, whoa, yeah, right. Let's... Whoa. Spellcasters. Let's shoot you. This is not going well. I didn't mean to, like, move POW twice. Like, not what I wanted to do. But whatever. Like the mercenaries are dead. Yep. This is bad. This is real bad. I feel like it's a setup. Oh, there's another guy right there. I can't even see him. I love that I get 2 actions. Oh, sorry. Totally didn't even see that. I like how I get 2 actions if I don't move. And I think that's awesome. Ow. Line of sight is blocked. I can do aim shot, or I can do my single shot. No! It is way too easy to do that. As soon as the last mark hits the ground, the docks have become eerily quiet. Cool beans. Looks like the key to the warehouse. You know, it doesn't look like she is like full auto, which is fine. I like that she takes like 2 shots and I don't know. I feel like she does good with it. Mm. I don't really have any safe place to put her. Well, that's terrifying. There are so many bad guys. I back up now. And I'm going to summon an earth fetish. Here. Yeah, fully automatic AK would be really bad. Oh, she missed. What spells does she have? Cool. Oh, that's difficult. That is not what I wanted. It is definitely magical XCOM. There's probably more efficient ways to do what I'm doing. But I don't really know it so well. Miss rates are about the same. Now we don't have to deal with the shotgun. Now what? There's still bad guys or something? I don't get it. I have to look for like the data thing. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out what I have to be doing because I don't quite get it. Just Alt. I don't see anything I need to be interacting with. I'll take them that way, I guess. Can go here. Ah, there is a person there. Okay. That's what I thought. And she needs to come in, so she needs to move up too. A lot more bad guys than I thought. She'll be of use next turn. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh! Oh well, phew. It's not like a real grenade. Okay. I used to have this. There we go. Was my hope. But my magic was cool. Let's burn him. Ah, never mind. Let's not burn him. Nope, let's miss him too. Ow! Like, leave me alone, man. He has a skill. There. Yeah. Got the Ares flight recorder. Cool. Oh wait, before I touch her. Is everybody healed? 40. She only missed 6. She's missing... 6 isn't bad. Spend my karma real quick. Go back down here. I would like to start unlocking more of these spells for conjuring. We'll now summon the spirit. Air grows cold and the spirit of the dead children. Oh, dead children. Why did it have to be dead children? Coalesce from the vapors of your breath. Their cherubic faces are burned and their lips quiver as if they are about to cry, but their eyes are round and vacant, and they glare at you now, unblinking. We are the innocents who have perished in the flames, choking on smoke, as well as we fell from the sky, crying for our mothers. You bring anchors to your world, which was once home to us, and we will use them to testify. Show the first magical fetish. We no longer see the world of Frost Seeker, only the essence and auras of the living things. Words, though, words may echo through the veil, and sometimes we may hear them. Last night this place was filled with a scream that went on, drawing us to it. It was a man crying out for a witness as he died. And so we came to bear witness, but fled in terror before the malevolent spirit that profaned the man's remains. The spirit was other, was not of this place. It had twisted its way through the veil, through the dark, to come here. To the second magical fetish. When the other had gone and we returned to our vigil, we found two creatures of flesh. One you would call an elf, unsullied by technology and able to channel the energies of the cosmos, yet his spirit was corrupted from within. He was dark and twisted, yet not like the other, so we did not flee. The second we knew to be a troll. Ribbons of his essence had been flayed from him, leaving cold machinery behind. His aura was the aura of one simple and confused. Between elf and troll lay the remains of a man whose sister now chants to us for justice. The elf, his essence, remains in this place. Where the man died, something has been left behind. A small part of him, perhaps. Spirit, can you tell us any more? The spirits begin to fade, all but one. Its eyes harden, and it takes full measure of you, as if to commit everything about you to memory. No, we must not stay. With the spirits gone, the young shaman releases her hold on a magical tether, connecting her to the other realm. She reels from the backlash, or perhaps from the emotional toll of knowing her brother's last moments. They saw him. They were with him when he died. You all right? She takes a series of controlled breaths, only shuddering with the first few. No, but I will be. I don't want that for him. Not what these poor souls have endured. My brother deserves to be free. He will be. Once we find his killer. Yes, the elf and the troll. We have to find a piece of the elf the spirit spoke of. It's our best hope for stopping this. Yeah, let's go back. Go all the way back. It's probably the ugly elf. Blood. This is what the spirits wanted us to find. The piece of my brother's killer. It's not much, but it's enough. She scowls at it, looking every bit like she intends to reach through the small sample and dismember his owner from afar. And perhaps she can. Is this enough to target a spell? All I need is a drop and adequate time. But I'm still feeling quite drained. I need to rest before I can try anything so involved. When I'm able, I'll commune with Bear and consult the spirits and see what must be done. But in the meantime, you want to take some portion of the sample to pursue a more conventional avenue of attack. I have some friends who might help. Good, let me know if you learn anything about this elf and troll pair. And should you find them, I want to be there when they are brought low. I want to see the light leave their eyes for my brother. Sure, join me. She is a fellow bear shaman. Man, bear shaman is like a good option, in my opinion. Like, the best option. Oh, right. I can't save when I'm moving. Yes. We're gonna go back where we were. And then in the morning, we go to the funeral. Man, AoE heals is like the bomb. Without its colorful staff, cast of regulars, and posing tourists, the Union feels hollow. The front bar and lounge are deserted except for a handful of janitors. Gathered around the intimate back bar, Miss Kabuto and her courtier Courtier? I don't actually know how to pronounce that. Gather for breakfast, with the lady herself doing the cooking. The smell of soy calf and something resembles sausages fills the room. Cool beans? I am here. Back to me. Ohio, would you like some? She stops. Forgive me, Ome, but you look like hell. Thanks. Just welcome. I was looking for. She looks you over, noting the signs of your nocturnal activities. She nods. And any run you can walk away from is a good run. I agree. Good to be back in one piece. It is good to have you back. I can tell that you've been busy, and I can see by the look on your face that there's something you need. Is it about the Ripper? Yeah, I found evidence that needs to be checked out. That is excellent. I will unlock the piano so you may go downstairs. I'm certain someone in the safe house will be able to help you if they are awake. It is likely that you will visit the Matrix before the day is done. Thank you. Ugh, gambate? Kudarase? I don't know. I'm so sorry, guys. Good luck. Is not of my ability there. Evening, ma'am. What's the word around town? There's been more talk of the Ripper killings. Some people are saying they're hate crimes on the account of the victims all being human. I'm gonna say there's more to it than just that. My thoughts exactly. People are just too quick to label something a hate crime. Check the census. The city is still 66% humans. Close your eyes and throw a rock, you're more than likely to hit a human. Doesn't make it a hate crime. Still a crime though, and that should be enough. This is the first real rise you've seen out of Mr. Clue, when he reins himself in with a roll of his thick shoulders and smoothing of his jacket. Don't worry, not gonna start throwing rocks. Wouldn't want to reinforce the stereotype. I'll leave you to your business, ma'am. Okay, let's go downstairs. Yes. Definitely Dapper Troll. We have about, I just want to let you guys know, an hour left. Because there's a lot of reading out loud. I don't want to, like, over-exhaust my voice. Because that can be an issue. Morning. You look like you've been up all night. You look like you've seen some action, too. Can either of you do a DNA analysis on a blood sample? Doc's castle equipment isn't really set up for that. He considers for a minute. However, I could employ a semiconductor chip. It could decode DNA using a voltage charge instead of light. That could eliminate the use of highly expensive equipment that would be required otherwise. He brightens. I just wrote a journal about it, so the information's still fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to know? The owner's identity. Oh, that's beyond me. All I can do is get you the gene code sequence. That's where I come in. David, if you get me that code sequence, I'm pretty sure I can track its owner down via the Matrix run. Will do. Let me have the DNA, and you want to test. When David gives me the sequence, I'll jack in and help you trace the blood sample back to its source. Thanks, guys. If this works, we may find the Emerald City Ripper. No, Drek! He turns to Johnny, excited. Wake up, Johnny boy. We've got work to do. And pal, if you need any gear, I'll be right here. I just got a second wind. Meet me at my rig, pal. Amazing. What type of gear does he have? Oh yeah, he's this weird gear stuff. I don't want his stuff. I do want to press F5 though. Who's that? Oh, that's Van Grass. Oh wait, what? Mr. Sorcery Dude. Okay, let's talk to Van Grass. I was hoping to get this piece of quiet tonight. You got something for me? I've got a flight recorder. Wouldn't happy to be the Ares flight recorder, would it? Some very powerful buyers are looking for that right now. I can get rid of you for say 20%. That leaves 2,000 for you. Deal. Pleasure doing business. I also have the notebook. Oh, that's not of anything. Let's talk to Johnny Clean. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing system that David employed, we should have the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results. Considering it was his first attempt, he was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in a science journal. It was working from memory on minimal sleep. Sounds fascinating. If there's time later, maybe you can tell me more about it. Yes, maybe we can sit down with David and he can share his research, but let's stay focused. Okay. Give me a second. Here's what I'm thinking. We hit the Lone Star DNA database first to see if your donor has a prior criminal record. They have extensive DNA archives. Then we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the deck and jack into the Matrix. I can get into their private crypt easily, but I have to warn you, once we're in, it's gonna get a little rough. How much decking experience do you have? I got 0. I have a Trodenet here. It's a headband you wear that lets you piggyback me in the Matrix. We'll see and hear everything I do. Cool. He doesn't have any equipment. I mean, it looks great. Your synapses light up as you connect your consciousness to the digital world. Although you aren't jacked in like Johnny, the sensation is overwhelming and electrifying. You can only imagine the way it feels for him. The arch will take us to the next node. Data store ahead is defended by intrusion countermeasures. Okay, what am I supposed to do with those? Do I have to attack these people? Oh, I didn't want it to walk. Okay. Well, it can walk now. No. Let's waste all our movement and action because misclicking. IC is down. Let's see if there's a match for his fingerprints. Rust record database. Silas Forsberg, deceased. Chop shop surgical assistant. Breaking and entering 2 counts. Public indecency 1 count. Brought in for questioning on accusation of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were filed. Keep looking. Well, that is not what I wanted. No, that's also not what I wanted. Okay, let's waste a whole round here. wrong person. Oh, I guess I can with him. Newsnet, subject on return on subject. Silas Forsberg, the body of Silas Forsberg, a chop shop surgical assistant, was found in the apartment in Snohomish earlier this week. That's pretty far from Seattle. The body has been there for as a month when Forsberg's landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted authorities. Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death has been ruled a suicide. According to the reports, his body, a massive puncture wounds, and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medications and sedatives. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, though he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin cannot be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate has located a will written weeks prior, leaving all of his belongings to his psychiatrist. The identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns, and another sad end of life. It is far too common here in the sprawl. Why can't I, like, go check the other thing? So they got 2 more hits. Exactly. That's what I want. Ouch. Autopsy records. Subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Several anti-anxiety medications were also found in his system. Face was mutilated, possibly self-inflicted. Identity could not be confirmed immediately due to disfigurements. Had to check dental records to confirm. No next of kin. Large puncture wounds were found in several places of his body, possibly large bore surgical needles. Body has been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell and called the police when no one answered the door. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. I feel like I have all the information I need now. Here's what you know. Our DNA evidence belongs to a dead man whose death was never explained. He worked with Chop Chops, which fits with the living guy that you've met. The news sets that he left his estate to a psychiatrist. Maybe finding out who his psychiatrist was will give us our next clue. I guess say we can deck into the medical board's records and reverse traces on this Dr. Ewan. Give me a minute to collect my thoughts. I'm gonna press the F5 button. Now we're gonna do it. Totally. Confirmed on this one. Oh, I can't join him. What's happening? Oh, intern. Okay. Okay. Create attack program. Here. Okay. 2020-2030. Peterson's entry stands out. Child suffers from chronic depression and social anxiety, most likely caused by his physical abnormalities. We've seen many cases like this recently, but with the outbreak of changeling children being born, the apparent psychology we're seeing, there is no telling of what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect, upping the dosage. That's what we just read, right? Yeah. Data missing or corrupted. Contact your administrator. File is quite large and takes well over an hour to read through. The final entry, however, is the most significant. It's written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. Latest medications have proved especially effective. but I believe that being treated by another elf has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain an emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He has bonded to me in an unhealthy and frankly an unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits himself in the forms of mimic speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason, and for health of the patient, I am assigning another doctor to this case. I will inform him at the next session. Okay? I'm gonna take this dude. And no, not that dude. Oh. This is the guy I wanted first. Step again. Okay. Johnny needs to get there. I'm gonna kill this white icy. Nope. Okay. Currently holds position of Chief Psychiatrist Administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital, Snohomish, Washington. Previous employment: Psychiatry Residence in Mental Mercy Hospital in Snohomish, attending psychiatrist in Mental Hospital in Snohomish, and private practice. It is the virtual jump. Well, I guess I can't get him out. Oh. Reality is the end of the day contextual. And as the meat world comes back into focus, your head once again tries to settle on which world is the real one. While the philosophical question lingers, your meat body demands food and drink. You disconnect from your deck to find that the Union Safe House has risen. Oh my word. There's so much to check out. We're gonna quickly just look through these guys. He's still put together. So he's got... Not seen. This is better, but I don't have ranged combat 4. This might be better though. I'm buying that one. Just like that. It'll be in stash because I think I can get my range to 4. David looks almost as tired as you do. You can tell that this kid's gotten under his skin like it has yours. Any luck in there? We found an exact match for DNA, but it was linked to a dead shop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. Now I have my theories, but what do you think is going on here, pal? Silas faked his death. That's a distinct possibility. What was it that we saw in the autopsy report? The face was mangled. Good catch. That matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make a replica set of teeth for you. Find some schlub off the street, no one will miss. Swap the teeth and throw the heat off your trail for a while. Lucky I've never been that desperate. Why would we need to go through those links? Did the police records have something linking him to a different crime? He did have something prior. True, wouldn't look too good on someone's record if they wanted to become a doctor. I think this is beginning to come together. The late Silas left all of his belongings to a doctor. Dr. Holmes. Employment records have him as the administrator at Mercy Mental. And the picture on his file matches the person you saw downtown. The same person on this DNA belongs to you. All evidence points to him being your killer, whoever he really is. The guy clearly did not want to be found. If I was you, I'd hire a team before heading over there. I sideloaded a ton of valuable data from the Lone Star Matrix nodes. Here's your cut. I'll see you later. Cool. Let's look at your armor, my friend. Aha! Here, this is what we want. We're gonna look at something. Do I want to be a bunny, shock gear, or a mage? Oh no, I can do First Nation armor too. Oh, cool. Do the First Nation armor. And then we're gonna put our gun here. I guess we can have two. I don't see an issue. That looks good. He looks the same as always. Let's see what he has. Oh, what's the world? Spirits are stirring. Something has upset the natural order. There's something new, different. Seen some sick Drek lately. Takes a hard look at you for what may be the first time, but this is the hard look of a magician whose eyes pierce the veil of reality, burning through a man's soul. I can see you met with disturbing visions. There's something else out there, something not born of life, as other spirits are. Shaking his head, he opens his clasped hands to you, as if begging forgiveness. Too often, this world leaves us unconfounded. I pray I have not left you in such a state with my idle musings. I don't think he has. I've really thought there's been some stuff that's going on that are just, like, not good. I kind of want to look at his consumables some more. I want to try a level 4 shaman. A level 2 water shaman. Level... one earth shaman too. We're pretty good about that. Cool. Oh wait. Step 5 now. Here she has... I would like to check her medical supplies. I'd like just to buy another base medical kit. Just would like to keep it on in there. And then I talked to Mr. Delilah, I think. Actually, what's this? Is that our stash? Yeah, it is our stash. Cool. I talked to Mr. Delilah. We're gonna leave. If you're looking for renegades, I'm sorry, discreet service only. Oh, I can't leave? Oh, I thought, like, I was supposed to... Oh. Weird, I thought I was supposed to, like, go to his funeral. I don't want to miss that. Because something stupid. Well, makes me sad, but I guess we're missing his funeral? I like the same people I had before. They were pretty good. I just need just a little bit more. I don't want a samurai or shamans or Shannon Half's guy. Well, yeah, we're just gonna live with this group. I think I found my group. I feel horrible about this, but I'm the type that I'm like, oh, that went great last time. Let's just keep doing the same thing forever. I mean, that's how I play XCOM. It's a forever thing. For sure. But we have about half an hour left on our time here. She has healing. She's healing. She's healing. Got all our fetishes back. We're gonna check our fetishes here. I wanted to try level 4 air and a level 2 water. Yeah, Shannon's free, exactly. With Shannon being free, it's like all okay. Let's give her an air elemental. Everybody's good. Yeah, I felt pretty balanced, like it was nice to have a mage, you do lots of damage, and like all the other stuff. Welcome, ma'am. What business brings you to Mental Mercy? Mercy Mental Hospital. I'm here to see Dr. Holmes. Ah, a new customer. Please wait in the common room ahead. I'll notify the good doctor. Oh gosh, we're gonna die. Talk to Lorraine real quick. Hey lady, have you seen Josie? I don't think so. I know, right? I haven't seen him in days. Dr. Phillip told me not to worry about it. He says I won't. I worry too much. But who am I supposed to play chess with? Donnie over here can't suss more than a match for. Wait, Josie is a man? He's the man. You just know it when you saw him. Used to be an urban brawl star. He says he was on the Screamers for a while in the glory days. He looks the part, so I believe him. He's got a Super Bowl gold ring he always wears. That's a rough profession. Not too rough for Josie. He says he went whole seasons without injuries. He was usually playing Outrider, though. Outrider. Well, will you at least help me look for him? I have this key I swiped off the day guard, but they keep a close eye on us. You could have a peek in the infirmary and see if there's a record or something. He might just be in the cool-off room. They won't tell me. See if I can find something. Okay. She'll be right there if I do. I am Pal. Who are you? My name's Donnie. That's my name, Donnie. D-O-N-N-Y. I knew I didn't recognize you. I know everybody in this place. Everybody. Well, everybody on the first 2 floors. Anyone I should look out for, Donnie? No, not on this floor. Only us calm ones are allowed us up in that cafeteria. If you're violent, you have to eat in your room. His face blanches. I don't think you really want that. Not really. What's that supposed to mean? Around here, you don't want to attract the attention of the doctor. If you stay quiet, life is much easier. Much easier. Well, you don't want to talk to me. I don't work here. I'm not crazy enough for that. I should go. I have a key that lets me into the infirmary. I'll quickly save as I sneak through the hole. Oh, did someone stop me? Oh no. Okay. The stench of blood and mold gets stronger as you move closer to the infirmary. That's what I thought. I'm gonna check this one. Severed arm lies next to a zip body bag. The arm looks human and appears neatly severed at the elbow. There's a large gold ring on the index finger. His owner is probably occupant of the bag. Take the ring. You slip the heavy ring and feel it weight in your hand. Inside its engraving, it reads Screamers 2048. Yeah, that's what I thought. Patient information on Josiah C. Donson is open. Retired, none. Medications, PTSD, deceased. Patient had undocumented cyberware in his left arm, as well as multiple pieces of shrapnel in various locations. Complications would likely arise if transplanted to another host. The rest of the body is in excellent condition and can be used to improve other subjects, as well as fulfill some customers' requests. What I thought. It's gross. It's all gross. Is there more for me to read? I thought I read everything. That's what I thought. I'm gonna save. We're gonna skedaddle on out of here. What am I supposed to do now? Oh, right, give this back. Josie's dead. But I just saw him. I don't know what to do. What happened? Maybe you should have this. You mean, oh. Well, thank you for your help. The noise of the scratchy PA system blasts through the room. Attention, pal. Please report to the North Hall to meet with the administrator. This is awful. There he is. Elf standing before you may possibly be. Oh, we've already seen that. Good day to you. How can I help? Dr. Holmes, I presume you're a hard man to reach, especially considering you're dead. I'm sorry, who's dead? He acts genuinely confused, but you can't seem to drop the smile from his lips. Alright, if that's how you want to play it, Dr. Holmes, I have reason to believe you're involved in this Emerald City Ripper killings. Holmes' face forces a sigh through the plaster grin on his face. You see so many delusionals in this place. I can still be surprised. I suppose I shouldn't be. After all, this is a place for broken things. It's only fitting that a broken mind should seek us out. Guards? Well, let's kill them. I'm gonna straight up just murderate everybody. I don't care. Murder. Kinda messed with this one. I didn't mean to bring her that far. Oh wait. It seems that the good Dr. Holmes has something special planned for you. I'm afraid I can't let you leave. Why would you do this? Good luck in the basement. Holmes and Pretzel are waiting for you. That's horrible. Okay. We're gonna save. That's not where I was. Thought I had was selected on Shannon. That was not. Am I using my new gun? See, I can do burst fire now. Or I have enough AP. Well, I'll shoot him once. It's much better. I'm glad I upgraded my gear. Nearby intercom speaker crackles to life. The voice of Dr. Holmes begins to blare. Attention all personnel. We have a dangerous patient loose inside the facility. Subject is a female elf, but may be coordinating with other violent offenders. Use all necessary force. Fine. We're just gonna straight up destroy the man. The extract all. Wish there was an extract all button. I don't know why games don't do an extract all. Am I supposed to kill these people? That doesn't feel right. Oh no, don't do that. Let's waste everybody's moves. Because I can. Yeah. Occasional burst fire now. Intercom begins speaking as soon as you approach. Holmes must be watching from somewhere. You don't understand, don't you? This place is the place for broken things, but only by further breaking them can they be remade. And so, we must break you. Doesn't mean anything to me. Like, seriously. I'm just gonna do what I was always doing. Drag Sam's killer to justice. I wish I could take Overwatch. Oh, they're right here. I didn't even see them. Well then, if that isn't working, we're gonna do Fireball. Why do they have guns? Oh, that's what that is. I was wondering what that was. I was like, I have no clue what that is. Ow. Need to bring her in too. There we go. Right, who gave them grenades? Who gave them guns? Can't believe I just like wrecked face with that. I'd just rather be using this guy to like take these guys out. I missed. Just have to be careful because the apocalypse can fully eat my face. Oh, they can't do anything. We're gonna end our turn. I can pick up the key. Smell of rotting flesh remains to be from multiple metahumans. Gross. Yep, right there. We lost line of control. That's not good. We literally now we have an enemy we have to kill. Which really sucks, because he was cool. From another intercom, Dr. Home continues. Someone once told me that I was a broken thing, but he also said I could remake myself. He wanted to break me down so I could put myself back together, and I did, but only after I broke him. I could remake you as well. What wonderfully twisted thoughts must churn in the mind is such as yours, but I'm more inclined to use you for parts. I thought. Aha! There's the dude. Move her in one. Then we're gonna mark him. And Pow is gonna do this. The other elf is gonna burn it. Oh, I missed that. Well, that's not great. We're gonna reload before we leave this zone. I don't think we're gonna step on those. Feels like it's stupid to do that. How do I know how much AP she has? It, like, doesn't tell me. You mean in here? Oh, she has only 2 action pool left. Okay, we'll stop doing that. So we're just gonna move ourselves forward. We're actually gonna have everyone reload, then move themselves forward. Oh, so I have unlimited magic as long as I have AP for that round. Cool. That's awesome. The Tribid player holds a collection of personal diaries. Some of the video files are missing. Got some cutout chips in this last week. Tried them out on the patients with violent flashbacks, hoping it would be at least mellow them out some. It was like night and day. Once the chip was installed, all the psychotic brake triggers were blocked. Miss Yushkin was gone 4 days without attacking the staff or herself. C3. In today's interview, Miss Yushkin told me she hated her legs. She said they were stumpy and unattractive. I haven't done a transplant in years, but I offered to give her new legs. Her face lit up like it was Christmas. At least her cutout can block out the surgery and painful recovery process. I put in an order to the organ grinder to send me something leggy. Maybe I'll get some elf legs in and see how she likes them. It was really awful. I was talking to the organ grinder downtown, and there was some kind of event happening at the Mega Media. They had a puppet there from Maria Mercurial's label with a Persona Fix chip installed, making her an exact doppelganger. They were just using her to hawk some SimSense re-release of the Mercurial live show, but it gave me an idea. The cutouts, the body modifications, and my healthy supply of patience are perfectly set up to be a Bunraku fixer. If I can find a supplier for the Persona Fix chips, I can sell full-service Bunraku, even the program, the behavior trees. Found a buyer for the first Bunraku. A man in the Barrens offered me 20,000 for the female troll I've been modifying. He likes them big, he says. All that's left to arrange is delivery. He says he can put me in touch with some more buyers if I'll accommodate special orders. These morons' lives are already over anyway. At least they could do is line my pockets. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. Are these games short or something? Like, have I, like, played most of the game already? My hope is I haven't. The story is short. Okay. I'm about halfway? Okay. I was, like, so afraid if I was all the way, like, almost done now. Another intercom crackles at your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few moments of blessed silence. But this is also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of a chittering laughter. You are a persistent one. A fine specimen indeed. We both know how this ends. Patience, patience. We're not done here yet. I have one last examination to conduct. Pitzel, subdue them. That's fine. I'm gonna straight up murder these fools. There's Pitzel. Oh gosh, he's fast. We're gonna take that mage out. Okay. First and foremost, he's mine now. Should have done that first. Mm. Ow. Can't you do anything right, Pitzel? I gotta pull these guys together for a heal. She's fine. She's not. Okay. Move one here. Totem bear here. Oh nope, we lost him. They actually die. It's pretty bad. I don't have any heal spells. I don't have enough AP. Okay. We'll heal her fully. There we go. I'm not so worried. No way. These guys need to attack each other and just pay attention to each other. Ouch. I need to get that doctor. That sucks. Missed it again. How is he so hard to hit? Okay, that's a bit frustrating. I want human dude. Gooses. Holmes drops to the ground, the light in his eyes fading fast, but something keeps the shriveled husks of his soul stuck to his mortal coil for a few minutes more. This is the place of broken things. I remake them. She asked me to remake her. He managed one more laugh, his glazed eyes rolling towards a workbench across the way. She was playing both of us. Sweet. Then, with a final bloody whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last. So I knew that it was like there was one thing and there was also another thing happening at the same time. How's everybody's health? Everyone's pretty good. Holmes' workbench falls somewhere between coroner slab and medical torture device. It is decorated in the many colors of death and littered with the instruments of the trade. To one side there is a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To the other is a pock-sack, its small screen still glowing. Beneath the bench is a rolled sheath of paper held close with a tied length of circle. We're just gonna look at everything. It has numerous bodies. Let's skim the journal. Even through the pages you find few intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fits that stereotype. Stuffed in the last pages is a copy of disinterment order for a local cemetery with the grave occupant marked as Melinda Watts. Access the pocket secretary. Holmes is still logged in, granting you access to his currently loaded files. Prominent among them is the hospital report from a donor organ. It lists the organs beside the names and vital statistics of the recipients. Your eye catches Sam Watt's name being beside the entry for liver. Also on the list are Ripper's others unknown victims, along with several others who may have shared in the same. Examine the rolled sheet of paper. Unfurling the locked sheet of paper, you discover a diagram of the human female form, rendered to an impressive level of detail. It appears to be the blueprints for making of Holmes' very own monster. Is it like Sam's mother that's been brought back to life? I thought I looked everything on here. Yeah, I have. Okay. His chip slot is still fresh, the open wound pink and wet and lurid. His voice drips innuendos, but his eyes say nobody's home. Well, hell there, did you come to play? No thanks. Forget him. I'll tell you everything you want. I'll do anything you want. I'll be your little playmate. By her name. She's assembled in a standard config, a face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. You need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she had done. That's horrible. Anything else he has to say? Awful. Oh wait. No. Oh, for a second I thought I was like, don't lose that. It's chip wiper. Can I wipe his chip? Erase the programming. His eyes focus and his hands raise slowly to touch his head wound. The fingers come away wet and sticky. Panic twitches at the corner of his mouth as he surveys the room. First you, then the girl, then down to his own body, which is no longer his. Sweet, you know what? What did he do? Where am I? He begins weeping, his body racked in great inconsolable heavy sobs. I mean, there's nothing I can do. Release you from the nightmare, really. create a new one, but I guess it's over. You approach the exit, you realize Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind. Looking back, you see she is half-turned, looking pensively towards the horror show of Holmes' lab. Finally feeling your eyes on her, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. We have done much good here tonight. We have removed 2 vile creatures from this world, so ending a growing shadow they cast upon the city. Our paths crossed and joined, and we did this thing together. But now, here our paths must divide. You saw what I saw. This isn't over yet. No, it won't be over for some time to come. A distant cry of pain echoes down from somewhere above. The young shaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. There is still more work to be done for both of us, but what must be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother, and that has been done. His spirit can now find rest. But there are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who still struggle to be at peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the halls with their torment. I cannot leave them behind. But the spirits have something else in store for you. A different path. You must finish what you've begun. You must confront the first evil that fostered the one we have just ended. I respect that. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Because of you, my brother's killer has met swift justice, and justice of the only sort such a man as Holmes deserved: death. I will now set to the task of healing those he has left behind. For every madman we faced here tonight, there are a dozen innocent souls crying out in need. The spirits of the departed will also need help in passing, or else I fear they may become more like we met in the hangar. They all deserve my help. What about Lone Star? They can't be far behind. When they enter the room back there will have been no thoughts other than thoughts of promotion. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten, along with the other victims, but so too will I. They will be no problem. They will not be a problem. Whether that's true or not, Shannon's confidence and very presence seems capable of making it true. Good luck to you, pal. I hope you can find the same justice for your friend that I found for my brother. I appreciate that. Good luck to you. Yep. Well, that's really sad. So, like, I found the killer, but, like, that sucks. Like, there's much more to it than just that. Well, I think here is a good stopping point for today. We'll continue tomorrow, like we did today. So we're about, like you were saying, we're somewhat in the story. We're not completely done yet, but I'm super excited, and I've enjoyed this a lot. So I'll probably try and play the other Shadowrun games too in the future. I do like the whole RPG story choice thing. It's quite fun, and I like the XCOM battle. I love XCOM battle. I wish more games like did turn-based like the way XCOM does. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you guys tomorrow for part 3 of the Shadowrun playthrough.